Hi everyone, it's Leslie coming to you live this Wednesday, um, June 13th, for an all new episode of Love Where You Live, Give Where You Love. As people start to join on, I always like to remind you that we love hearts and likes and wows. And of course, if you have any questions or comments during the episode, please feel free to share them at any point. Hi, Mike. Thanks so much for joining. Of course, we always love to hear where you're watching from, as well as today, a new question. How's the weather where you are? It's beautiful here in Mission Viejo. It's probably about 84, so a little warmer than my preferred temperature of 77 degrees, but still a beautiful day nonetheless. And so again, if you want to share where you are watching from, as well as how the weather is and how your June is going so far, that would be awesome. Of course, again, questions, comments, anything that you would like us to potentially discuss in the future, whether it is real estate related or community related. We are always wanting to provide valuable information to our viewers, so certainly share that with us. Because we want to make sure that these are valuable episodes for you. As more people join us as well, we have a couple of exciting giveaways that happened over this weekend. I haven't ever done a giveaway through the Swan Team and decided to do two this past weekend. So we had our Love, Live, Give away for your favorite donut shop in and around Mission Viejo, and just to kind of give you an idea of why we did this. It's always great. We know the places that we like to go, but it's always great to get advice from other people in the community as to their favorite spots. And I'm not sure why we were exactly in a donut kind of mood, but we decided that one of our first businesses or types of stores that we would seek your expertise on were donut shops. So as I videoed yesterday from the winning donut shop, which was Royal Donuts and Burgers on the corner of Marguerite and Geronimo, I do have a $25 gift certificate that I will be giving away at the end of this episode, so definitely stay tuned. And thank you to all of those who entered on Facebook and Instagram and tagged friends as well. That's wonderful. But we're always looking for interesting businesses, and in particular, if you have any feedback or ideas of businesses that we should maybe seek out other opinions and expertise from viewers, then that would be awesome. I know obviously there are, so we looked at donut shops, but maybe there are ice cream shops or ice cream / frozen yogurt / sweet treat, sweet cold treats, something like that, or perhaps a fitness center. Any ideas are completely welcome, and we're going to be doing that once a month. So again, we can kind of compile for you a list of favorites in and around Mission Viejo, and at the same time recognize local businesses for doing a great job and being your favorites. And then, of course, rewarding one lucky viewer or commenter or voter for sharing their opinion. So hi, Colleen. Thanks so much for joining. So again, like I said, I have the entrance in this hat, and I will be choosing one at the end of this video. So thank you again to everyone who entered. The winner will be getting a $25 gift certificate to the winning donut shop, which was Royal Donuts and Burgers. So we will get to that in just a little bit. Congratulations also go out to our 5 Shutterfly photo book winners, which are, I've got my list, Gina Gulo Renteria, Nancy Hanahan, Kim Eames, Michaela Renteria, and Amy Robinson. So I will be sending you all messages letting you know how to go about ordering your Shutterfly photo book, but hopefully that will come in great use to you for perhaps school year memories or for something coming up, maybe Father's Day, or anything you can think of. So thanks again so much for entering that giveaway as well. And of course, as always, everything that I'm going to discuss today, now getting into the meat of our episode, is on our blog, which you can look to the description for this post and see exactly. You should be able to see a link that you can click to so that you can get the full information and more of what I'm discussing on our website blog. Of course, our website address is www.theswanteamoc.com. All you have to do is look up at the top right and you will see an option for blog. You will click on that and the most recent blog post will come up. So hopefully you will be able to go to that, or like I said in the description of this post, it's really easy to just click on that link and follow it there. So as I mentioned in the beginning, today's discussion and today's topic is the housing market. How is it going here in Orange County? And we are getting into, obviously, the summer months. And so real estate isn't quite as typically, not quite as quick and heated as it was in the beginning of the year. In general, there is a bit of a tug of war going on right now between buyers and sellers. It's obviously been a seller's market the past 6 years, but there are some changes that are kind of happening. Nothing significant, but just some things that people are seeing, and that's what I'm going to share with you. So there are 3 main things that are kind of going on in the housing market here in Orange County, and I will give you a little anecdote about something going on in a different housing market that, again, makes things, makes specific markets unique depending on their location. But first, we're going to look at values. Values of homes have increased by 73% from 2012 to now, which is significant. Obviously, we know prior to 2012, i.e. 2008 to 2011, we saw prices continuing to dip, and it wasn't until the end of 2012 that prices finally started to rise again. So again, over the past 6 years, we have seen a rise of 73% in value. From April of 2017 to 2018, we have seen prices increase by 6%, which is a steady increase and an increase nonetheless. Sellers can be very happy and owners can be very happy about that. But where we're having a little bit of a tug of war is now because of interest rates. Just to give you kind of a perspective, at the end of May in 2017, interest rates were roughly at 3.95%. Today, they are 4.66%. Again, if you bought a house, let's say in 2003, or you bought a house in the 80s, or you bought a house in the 90s, 4.66 is a dream. But in comparison to last year, it's, 3/4 of a point higher, which means, and it's actually in just a year increased by 18%. So that means that while buyers still want to buy, it's a little bit more challenging because prices are up and interest rates are up. And so that just means that buyers really don't want to pay much more than the most recent comp for a house, which makes sense. Sometimes it's hard for someone to even justify paying over a comp, even when, the market is hot. But, again, it always kind of becomes a game of supply and demand. But in general, with interest rates being a little bit higher, what a buyer might have once qualified for at this time last year is different, or not even necessarily qualifying, but what they're willing to spend on a month-to-month basis, so that they can still afford other things in their lives, perhaps either luxuries or obviously the necessities as well. So interest rates has definitely impacted, and buyers have been able to pull back a little bit, pull a little bit of the reins from the sellers, and Then there's also just in general the increase. There have been a lot more price reductions. And I apologize, I can't help but be distracted that right behind me there was a little hummingbird. Sorry, I got very excited by that. And I noticed those things. But anyways, a third point attributing to the tug of war between buyers and sellers are the overpriced homes. It is, some people believe in something called posture pricing, which